SuperTuxKart. It's impossible to start a list of Linux games without paying homage to Tux, the logo brand character for the Linux kernel. Tux is the star of SuperTuxKart, a fun arcade racing game that includes a variety of characters, tracks, and modes. You can race against the kernel, on your LAN with friends, or with complete strangers from all over the world online. If you like Mario Kart or Sonic All-Stars Racing, you'll love this. Oolite, billed as an open-world space opera, Oolite is inspired by David Braben's classic game Oolite, a game I spent many an hour playing when I was just a BBC micro. Forge your own path in the galaxy by becoming a feared pirate, a dodgy trader, a gun for hire, or a washed-up software engineer searching the galaxy for coin. Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. Cataclysm, GDA is a roguelike game set in a procedurally generated, post-apocalyptic world. Think zombies, nuclear waste grounds, that sort of thing. Like most roguelikes games, it's primarily text-based, but there are tile sets available. Battle for Westneth. Battle for Westneth is a turn-based strategy game with a variety of campaigns involving elves, dwarves, orcs, trolls, humans, and more. Speaking of humans, hundreds of them have contributed maps, campaigns, features, and bug fixes to the project. If you're looking for an excuse to get some extra green squares on your contribution graph, you can create new maps, campaigns, and units, introduce new art or music, help with translations, or even update the AI. Warzone 2100, a malfunction in Earth's new strategic defense system causes a series of nuclear strikes that take out almost every inhabitant on Earth. Your job is to help rebuild civilization, but as you can imagine, there are a few barriers to overcome. First, originally developed by Pumpkin Studios and released in 1990, Warzone 2100 was open sourced in 2004. Now the project is entirely community driven and still sees plenty of updates from hundreds of contributors. If you like real-time strategy games, you'll like this. Eorg. Eorg is an arcade-style racing game with lots of cars, tracks, power-ups, and weapons. Race against AI or take on your friends in local/online multiplayer. I'm probably a little biased as I love games like Micro Machines and Ivan Ironman Stewarts' Super Offroad. Eorg was created by Yadu, a small indie game development team established in Rome, and created using Panda 3D, an open-source, cross-platform game engine designed for Python and C++. OpenTTD. Did you ever play Transport Tycoon Deluxe back in the day? OpenTTD, as the name suggests, is an open source game based on it. In addition to mimicking the original game, it offers significant new features like multiplayer mode for up to 255 players, way bigger maps, and the ability to build on slopes and coasts. TWorlds, easy to learn, but hard to master. TWorlds is a nice little MMO that's a mashup of retro platform and shooting games. Customize your character, battle with up to 16 players, create your own maps, or check out some of the amazing community-created maps. Originally created by Magnus Ovinen, it's now open source and maintained by the community. Unvanquished. Unvanquished is an FPS strategy game pitting superhuman soldiers against devious aliens. Take shots destroying the enemy bases either as a human with long-range firepower, or as an alien in close combat who prefers stealth. Unvanquished has been in development for 10 years, with the first release in February 2012. Since then, the game has had monthly releases, the latest being the 0.52.1 beta release chock full of enhancements, bug fixes, and a new flatpak making it easier to install across almost every Linux distro. Astromenace. If you grew up on games like Galaga or 1942 R-Type, or if you just like blowing stuff up in space, then this game is for you. Astromenace is a shoot 'em up developed and published by Russian indie game developer at Wesnoth.